Everybody, it's Charles Lucky Brandon from BoxingFitnessFactory.com. Today I want to talk to you about whether you have power or not. When you're in there training, I would recommend training like you don't have any power. I would recommend training on not relying on that big punch or multiple punches that you have. I would rely on developing your boxing skills and in your mind when you go in the gym, pretend like you don't have necessarily any power. Because every time I see a guy with a lot of power, that's all he's relying on. In the back of his head, he's going to change the fight with one shot, and he misses out on developing a lot of boxing skills. Now, I'll give you a prime example. You take a Mike Tyson. When he was first coming up, he had a hell of a punching power, but he didn't rely on that. The early Mike Tyson didn't rely on his punching power. He put punches in combinations, and he got guys out of there, but he wasn't loading up shots. He was a terrific boxer. Technically, he had tremendous timing and everything else. When he came out of prison, and in the second stint of his career, he became, one-trick pony. All he did was rely on his one big shot. He had some success with that, but he wasn't near the fighter that he was when he relied on his boxing skills. And that's just an example, but I see it all the time in the fight game. So it's kind of a hindrance when a person comes in and they know that they have this power because they let the other facets of the boxing game go. So I would recommend, if you have power, it's great. It's a gift, you can improve it, but you can't necessarily have it if you don't have it. If you got it, great. But I would still work on boxing skills. Work like you don't have any power. Some of the greatest fighters of all time didn't have, one punch power. Mayweather doesn't necessarily have one punch power. Muhammad Ali didn't have one punch knockout power. Pernell Whitaker. But these guys go down as all-time great fighters. So just imagine if you could incorporate you being a tremendous puncher with being a tremendous boxer. Subscribe to me at Boxing Fit Factory on YouTube. The website's BoxingFitnessFactory.com.